Dear gossip girlies, story seekers, let's get ready for this week's deep dish. On Cocoa Confessions with Kate, your anonymous stories come to the surface. We'll laugh, we'll cry, and you will definitely experience some secondhand embarrassment. So grab your cocoa and cozy up. Hi, and welcome back to the It's a Girl Thing podcast. We're here for another episode of Cocoa Confessions. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a rating on your favourite platform. As always, I'm Kate and I'm here with my lovely friends behind the camera as we share in your confessions and we have a little bit of a giggle. And sometimes, if it's love letter related, I'm going to relate. And let's get straight into it with entry number 30. This is going to be short and sweet, but it was so hilarious at the time. Well, I'm glad that it was hilarious to you at the time. Usually the funny or confessional stories are only funny now because they happened so long ago that you can just laugh it off. This isn't about me to start with. Oh, even better. So maybe that is why it's so funny. I'm sharing what my friend confessed to me back in the day. Well, thank you, and thank your friend for this story, even though she probably doesn't like you very much for it. We were in year 11, so about 15, 16, and having a sleepover at another friend's house. It was a good night and we just did the usual girly things. Oh, I love girly sleepovers. Paint each other's nails, do face masks. We ate a lot prior to dinner, but didn't not want to finish the dinner her parents made for us, so we tried our best to eat it all. I feel like parents should just expect that if their children are having a sleepover, that there's not going to be a whole lot of food eaten if there's been snacks. Because kids, if you put a bag of chips down, they're getting demolished. There's no saving anything. We felt very full at the end of the night. My friend in the morning was in such a rush to leave, which we were a little bit weirded by. Anybody have predictions as to what happened? We watched her exit the room because her mum had arrived to pick her up, but she walked back in a really weird way that looks like she had pulled a muscle or something was in her pants. Later that day, my friend confessed to me and said that she really needed to take a beep in the middle of the night. The night before after dinner, but was embarrassed that it was going to smell and didn't want it in their family toilet. Did you just suggest taking a dump on the lawn? No, she ran outside to go meet her mum because her mum had arrived to pick her up. I'm just gonna pause and take a sip for that one because she had woken up the next day with beep in her pants. I assume it was because we ate a lot and she needed to go. I couldn't think of anything worse, but we had a good laugh about it. Imagine if it was your house, how bad you'd feel if one of your friends had to go through that because they were too scared to use your bathroom. Let me know in the comments on YouTube or the comments on Spotify whether you too get stressed about christening somebody else's toilet. Okay, let's jump straight on to entry number 38, am I right? Okay, entry 38. One time, my parents took me out to a really fancy restaurant. Like, really fancy. To the point where a Prime Minister got married. And just to emphasise that, it's really fancy. Prime Ministers aren't not necessarily fancy people. We had a Prime Minister get married near us. I feel like we have a theme. I really needed to go to the toilet, so I went, and I blew up that joint. So we've got two very opposite problems in these stories. How did last time we had conveniently sport-based stories, and now we have conveniently poop-based stories? What did you do? The smell was awful. The air was warm, and I could hear posh rich ladies waiting outside for the toilet. Imagine just like a little queue of posh old ladies. I wonder how many toilets there were, though. If it's a really fancy restaurant, they probably don't have heaps. Chloe, your theory was followed. I thought I'd just wait till the other one became clear, so they could go into that one. But alas, it never became clear. After about 10 minutes, I had realised that I'd done more harm than good, and I just looked like I'd been busy pooping for way longer than I had. Hey, in this day and age, if somebody's in the toilet for too long, I don't assume they're taking very long going to the toilet. I assume they're sitting there on their phone for a good amount of time. I went out of the toilet with my head held high, and they looked repulsed. Yeah, but that's because they're snooty, rich old ladies, you know? Exactly, and we don't care what rich old ladies think. I shudder to remember that. That's kind of funny, and I'm really sorry because that is funny to me. Who knew we were going to have a lot of poopy problems today with our confessions. Do we have any final words, ladies? I really should have swallowed before I let you speak. In the final wise words of Abby, be proud to poop. So we've got christening the toilet isn't all that bad, and christening the toilet is terrifying. So choose your side. Take your pick. Well, that was today's toilet talk related conversation. Some confessions. If you haven't already, make sure you go tell a friend about the show. Maybe don't get them started this episode because they'll probably wonder what on earth is going on. Anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for a lovely little guest episode on Sunday or next week for more Coco Confessions. Bye! I hope you enjoyed your weekly dose of Coco and Confessions. If you enjoyed today's stories, make sure to tune in same time, same place, same Coco next week. And if you have a story of your own to share, make sure you head on over to the submission form, fill that out, and I hope to feature you soon. Toodles!